The Amazon rainforest is a world of its own. It is a vast green sea of trees, rivers, and mysterious life. For centuries, this jungle has been a symbol of nature's power. It is a place that is difficult to enter and even harder to tame. The Amazon guards its secrets well, with its dense canopy blocking the sun and its winding rivers hiding ancient paths. It is home to millions of species, many of which are still unknown to science. People have long dreamed of unlocking its potential, but the sheer scale and wildness of the jungle have always stood in the way, making it one of the last great frontiers on our planet. Imagine a train, sleek and modern, racing through this ancient landscape, a high-speed rail line cutting through the heart of the Amazon. This is not a scene from a science fiction movie. It is the bold and ambitious plan of Guyana, a small South American nation on the edge of this great forest. The country wants to build a railway that connects its coastal cities to the remote interior and beyond, to its neighbors like Brazil. The idea sounds almost impossible. It challenges everything we think we know about development and conservation in this fragile and vital part of the world. This project is more than just tracks and trains. It represents a monumental dream. Guyana is a country on the rise, fueled by recent oil discoveries that have made it one of the fastest-growing economies in the world. Its leaders see this railway as a key to unlocking a new future. They believe it can transform the nation, connecting isolated communities, creating new trade routes, and establishing Guyana as a major player in the region. The plan is to build a modern corridor of progress right through a place that time has seemingly forgotten. But with great ambition comes great risk. Building a high-speed rail line through the Amazon is a task filled with enormous challenges. How do you construct a railway in a place with heavy rains, unstable soil, and some of the densest vegetation on Earth? How do you protect the incredible biodiversity of the jungle and the indigenous communities who call it home? The project raises a fundamental question. Can humanity's drive for progress coexist with the need to preserve our planet's most precious natural wonders? Guyana's dream is a high-stakes gamble with global implications. For years, Guyana was a quiet, rural nation, its economy built on agriculture and mining, its vast jungle largely untouched. Everything changed with the discovery of massive offshore oil reserves, thrusting Guyana onto the global stage. Now, with new wealth, Guyana dreams big, building a high-speed rail to connect its people, diversify its economy, and claim a new place in the world. Guyana's high-speed rail isn't just about tracks. It's about forging a new national identity and connecting coast to jungle. The railway is a symbol of progress, aiming to leapfrog decades by linking the Atlantic coast to the Brazil border. Imagine goods from deep in Rupununi reaching Georgetown in a day, revolutionizing commerce and opportunity. This bold vision is about transformation, connecting people, building prosperity, and shaping Guyana's future. Guyana's high-speed rail is designed to be an economic engine, turning oil wealth into lasting prosperity. The railway will unlock the country's interior, making it easier to move resources and goods. It connects deep-water ports to Brazil, creating a vital trade route and positioning Guyana as a logistics hub. This project lays the foundation for a resilient, diversified economy for generations to come. Beyond the grand economic and strategic goals, the high-speed rail project has a deeply personal and national purpose: to unite a geographically and culturally divided country. For centuries, Guyana has essentially been two separate nations. There is the densely populated coastal plain, where the majority of the population, government, and economic activity are concentrated. Then, there is the vast interior, a sparsely populated region of rainforests and savannas, home to many of Guyana's indigenous communities. These two parts of the country have remained largely disconnected, with limited infrastructure making travel between them difficult, expensive, and time-consuming. The railway promises to bridge this divide in a very real way. By creating a physical link, it will foster a greater sense of national unity and shared identity. Communities in the interior that have long felt isolated and neglected will be brought closer to the country's economic and political center. This connection would improve their access to essential services like healthcare, education, and government administration. A journey that once took days of arduous travel by river and dirt track could be completed in a matter of hours, fundamentally changing how people live, work, and connect with their fellow citizens across the country. This project is also a commitment to the people of the interior, particularly the indigenous communities. The government's vision includes ensuring that these communities benefit directly from the new opportunities the railway creates. This could mean jobs in construction and maintenance, support for local businesses, and a better way to get their products to market. Of course, this must be managed carefully, with full consultation and respect for their land rights and cultural heritage. The goal is to bring progress and opportunity without destroying the unique way of life that has been preserved in the Amazon for generations. Ultimately, connecting a divided land is about building a stronger, more integrated nation, a country where opportunities are not limited by where you are born. The high-speed rail is seen as a tool for social equity, helping to spread the benefits of the nation's newfound wealth more evenly across the population. It is a powerful statement that every part of Guyana and every citizen matters. By weaving the remote interior into the national fabric, the railway aims to create a single, cohesive Guyana, ready to face the future not as a collection of separate regions, but as a truly united nation. Guyana's railway isn't just about local connection, it's about redrawing South American trade. The key is a land bridge to the Atlantic for Brazil's isolated north, offering a direct, efficient export route. A high-speed rail to a deep-water port could move goods from Brazil to the Atlantic in hours, saving millions. For Guyana, this means revenue, jobs, and a new role as a vital logistics hub. The high-speed rail project is Guyana's bold diplomatic move, forging powerful alliances across South America. By solving Brazil's logistical bottlenecks, Guyana cements a mutually beneficial partnership with the continent's largest economy. This collaboration elevates Guyana's political standing and security in the region. The strategy extends to CARICOM, positioning Guyana's port as a vital transshipment hub for the Caribbean. Neighboring countries like Suriname and Venezuela may also seek future connections, expanding Guyana's influence. Internationally, Guyana courts development banks and nations with rail expertise, bringing in capital and technical know-how. These partnerships create a global network invested in Guyana's stability and growth. The railway isn't just infrastructure, it's a bridge to regional integration and global relevance. Guyana is building more than tracks. It's building its future as a key player on the world stage. Guyana's railway signals to the world. The country is open for business. The project attracts foreign investment by promising stability and modern infrastructure. Logistics, manufacturing, and agriculture sectors are poised for growth along the new corridor. The ripple effect multiplies government investment, drawing private capital into diverse industries. Responsible use of oil revenues for lasting infrastructure boosts investor confidence and credit ratings. The railway, port, and stable energy create an irresistible package for global investors. The goal: spark a cycle of investment, job creation, and sustained economic growth. Guyana is positioning itself as a rising economic star in the region. Building a railway through the Amazon is a monumental challenge. Torrential rains, unstable soils, and dense jungle make construction a constant battle against nature. Vegetation regrows rapidly, requiring ongoing maintenance to keep tracks clear. Wildlife habitats and migration routes are at risk, demanding innovative solutions like wildlife crossings. Protecting biodiversity is essential for both the environment and railway safety. The project's isolation means every resource must be transported deep into the jungle. Temporary base camps will function as small cities in remote areas. Logistics are daunting, with no existing infrastructure for hundreds of kilometers. The Amazon resists every step, testing human ingenuity and resolve. Success here means overcoming one of the world's wildest frontiers. Engineering a high-speed rail through the Amazon demands groundbreaking solutions. Soft, shifting soils require deep foundations and advanced stabilization. Hundreds of rivers and wetlands mean countless bridges and elevated viaducts. Materials must withstand relentless humidity, rain, and heat. Standard options won't survive. Precision is critical. Tracks must be laid with millimeter accuracy for safe, high-speed travel. Laser-guided machines and real-time monitoring systems are essential. Every component, from rails to electronics, must endure the Amazon's harsh climate. The challenge isn't just building a railway, it's creating a stable, lasting corridor through a living, shifting landscape. Only the highest standards of engineering will suffice. Indigenous communities are the Amazon's original stewards, and their rights are central to the railway's future. The project must respect their land, culture, and livelihoods through genuine partnership. Free, prior, and informed consent is essential. No work begins without their agreement. Routes must avoid ancestral lands where possible. Fair compensation and transparent deals are non-negotiable. The railway's access could invite illegal activity, so strong protections are vital. If managed well, the project can bring healthcare, education, and economic opportunities to remote communities. Indigenous knowledge should shape the railway's design and implementation. The goal: empower these communities, not displace them, preserving their culture and the forest. True progress means development that uplifts the guardians of the Amazon. Guyana faces a stark challenge, balancing economic growth with Amazon conservation. Deforestation, habitat loss, and the edge effect threaten biodiversity and climate stability. The railway risks fragmenting the forest and isolating wildlife populations. Robust environmental management is non-negotiable. Comprehensive impact assessments and strict construction rules are required. Wildlife corridors and elevated tracks can reduce ecological disruption. Concentrating development along the railway may help protect the wider forest. Project revenues should fund conservation and expand protected areas. The world is watching. Can Guyana set a new standard for sustainable infrastructure? The stakes are high. Progress must not come at the planet's expense. For Guyana, the high-speed rail project is a tale of two futures. One of promise, the other of peril. In the best case, it transforms lives, connecting villages to opportunity and uniting the nation. But it could also bring environmental destruction and social conflict, threatening communities and the land itself. The path Guyana chooses will decide which future becomes reality. Around the world, massive infrastructure projects have transformed nations, sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. The Trans-Siberian Railway united Russia and unlocked Siberia's wealth, showing how a single line can reshape a country. China's high-speed rail supercharged its economy, but came with debt and environmental costs. The Trans-Amazonian Highway, meant to bring prosperity, led to deforestation and conflict. Yet Malaysia's eco-viaduct shows that thoughtful engineering can protect nature. Guyana can learn from these lessons, balancing ambition, environment, and community for success. The success of Guyana's high-speed rail will be measured by its impact on people. It's not just about economics, it's about the hopes and fears of ordinary Guyanese, from Georgetown's markets to rainforest villages. For many, the railway is a beacon of hope, promising better jobs, education, and healthcare. But for indigenous communities, it brings uncertainty and concern for their land and way of life. The human equation is a test of national character, and the world is watching. Guyana stands at a crossroads of history, where a single decision could define its destiny for the next century. The high-speed rail project through the Amazon is more than a railway. It's a bold gamble on unity, prosperity, and ambition. But every great opportunity is shadowed by great risk. The fears are as profound as the hopes: ecological damage, social conflict, and irreversible change. Guyana is at the wheel, and the road ahead leads directly through the heart of the jungle. The true legacy of Guyana's high-speed rail isn't just in steel or kilometers of track. It's in the spirit of a nation united by a bold vision for the future. The real legacy is found in new connections, students reaching universities, communities working together. The journey is uncertain, but the railway is a promise of a brighter, more unified Guyana.